What's good, YouTube? It's a career saver on ABB, and I'm black. I'm back with another vlog video. Um, what's dawning to me? I was looking at the Kansas City Chiefs schedule for last year's, and it something appeared on that schedule. And I was looking, at the wins, and obviously the losses. You're gonna have your losses. But I was looking at the losses that they had, and they only had three losses, and the rest was teams that didn't even make their playoffs last year. They lost to Green Bay, they lost to the Tennessee Titans, they lost to the Texans, they lost to the Colts. Now, y'all might say, well, what does it have to do with, the Super Bowl? The wins that they had was against defenses that was not even in top 10. Nothing. They blew out the Broncos twice. They put 40 on the Jaguars week one, you know, and that was without Jalen Ramsey on that team. I don't know if he was playing or if he was holding out for a new contract, but they put 40 on the Jaguars defense. And ever since they've been on a roll. The teams that they lost to, they put 13 points up against the Colts. The Colts. They lost against the Packers, who had a okay defense. They lost against the Texans, who had an okay defense. And then we all saw what happened in the playoffs. So my question, my philosophy is that Patrick Mahomes have not yet faced a great defense. He has not been yet tested. Because if he was facing any other defense, he would have shredded them mile, yard for yard, throw for throw. We all know that. But he's facing the best of the best defense. And I'm telling y'all, you give Patrick Mahomes, you let Patrick Mahomes face a great defense, he has no shot. If you let Patrick Mahomes face a less better defense, he has a shot. If you let him face, let's say he was to go up against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl, Super Bowl one rematch, then my money would have probably been on the Chiefs because the Packers defense was just that trash against the 49ers. Like even the great Aaron Rodgers could not do nothing. Like he was stationary. Like I've seen that game from start to finish, and he was completed. He looked like he got shot right in the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't doing the things that he did, in his heyday years. You know what I'm saying? He still have a little bit of mobility in his legs. So but just the way he was playing, it looked like he saw a ghost. Because he's never faced a defense like that before. You know, so what I'm telling you is that I'm not saying that Patrick Mahomes is gonna go out there and throw 7 interceptions. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he's gonna be limited on what he can do because the amount of time. And he's not seen pass rushers like this because he's been facing teams that didn't make the playoffs last year. And that's how the NFL does it. When they think that a team is on the rise, they'll put teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, that had the bottom of the bottom, ranks, like last year the Jaguars was ranked bottom of passing against the pass, and it was bad against the run last year. And what do you know? They were still bad against the run and still bad against the pass. And guess what? Chiefs put 40 on them. So that's how the NFL does it. If they know that you're on a rise and you're a team on the rise, they'll tweak the schedules for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll put teams under 500, just like, you just like the schedule favored the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna come down to the defense. Again, Patrick Mahomes has not faced a defense like that because he's been facing mediocre defenses in this schedule. The games that he lost was probably he didn't get a chance to get the ball in the last seconds, or probably they just, played keep away, which I'm guessing the 49ers are going to do. Because if you look at those losses, he didn't even get the ball in the last 2 minutes. You know, like because the defense was that bad, the defense couldn't get off the field. The defense couldn't stop the offense. You know, the other offense was just keep it completing third down after third down after third down, wearing them down. A whole bunch of screen passes, draw plays. You know, and the Chiefs are the most penalized team. You know what I'm saying? You saw that in the playoffs. I think they rank 17th or 11th in penalties. So, they're going to commit a lot of penalties in this game. Not probably not in the first quarter, but obviously when it starts to go to the third, fourth, they're gonna commit a lot of penalties. Because they are the most penalized team in the NFL this year. You know, so but if you look at the 49ers defense and the way it was playing, they look like a complete football team. You know what I'm saying? They took care of business. They did not allow Green Bay to get in this ball game. I mean, obviously they did. I think at the end of this, at the start of the first half, you started, seeing Green Bay creep up 17. I mean, not 17, but they, scored 7. They scored 14, and then they scored 21, and then that was it. So, but the 49ers defense is just, a complete overall. So Patrick Mahomes is gonna have to, either he's gonna pull a Nick Foles out of his hat, or he's gonna pull a Cam Newton out of his hat and self-destruct because the defense was just that good. And I tell you yet again, he's only been sacked 9 times this year. Now, obviously, the offensive line is doing a pretty good job of, you know, keeping him upright. But against that pass rush, like you can't really keep on chipping. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really put Kelsey on the other side and then, motion him to the left and, chip that other guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you have your running back, pass protect. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna give Patrick Mahomes time to throw. Because if the 49ers rush 4 and they only have like, 5 guys blocking, they can send like a joker. They can send like a blitz. Not really a blitz, but they can throw a stump blitz. Just like how Super Bowl 52 when Mitchell, he act like he was backing up in coverage, and then he looked back, and then he blitzed, So I think, the 49ers can use that method on Patrick Mahomes because, look, Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is, he's gonna make mistakes. Okay, like you can see it in his face. He's all jitters and like ha ha ha, like he's saying all the right things, but deep down inside, he knows he has butterfingers. He had not butterfingers, butterflies. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not saying that he can't play, but I'm just saying that he hasn't faced a great defense all year. If you look at their schedule, and then the schedules and then the losses that they did lose, that team was playing takeaway, keep away. The Colts, the Texans, the Titans, the Colts, they were all playing keep away. That's why he didn't have a time, or probably he did have time, but not enough time to put them in a position to win that ball game because they was playing keep away. So again, it's gonna be a good game. It better be a good game because last year's Super Bowl was just trash. I mean, that was the worst Super Bowl I have ever seen in my 27 years of living. Like I don't really religiously watch Super Bowls, but if it's a good matchup, I'll watch it. If it's like a sloppy matchup, then I probably won't watch it. But you know, last year's Super Bowl was just awful. I haven't. It should have been the lowest rating Super Bowl ever. Out of all the Super Bowls, that would have been the lowest one. I think the Broncos and Seahawks was probably low. Because we thought that the Broncos was going to score well on the Seahawks defense, and they was young too. They was unexperienced as well. So that's another method you can throw out there. I mean, if you look at Richard Sherman's press conference, he said the same thing. We was unexperienced. Ain't nobody had experience in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was fresh, brand new, but like he said, we believed in each other, and we didn't really beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We stayed disciplined, and then we've been playing. I mean, he said that we've been playing the same way we've been playing all year. And then that's what they did. They punched Broncos right in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, Patrick Mahomes haven't faced a great defense. So I think, that's going to play a factor. You got four studs in the front four that can get after him. Kind of reminds me of the Giants and Patriots. You had OC, you had Tuck, you had Strahan, you had Alford, you had Fred Robbins. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Pierce. So you just had guys that had you know you just had guys that threw their weight around. You know. So the key is just to get at Patrick Mahomes, because we all know they're not going to run the ball. They'll try to run the ball, and if the Chiefs' running game is not effective, it's over. It's over because the running game has to affect the passing game. Now, if the Chiefs can run the ball effectively, that's going to set up play action because the 49ers may not be able. The 49ers may be may stop the run because they're gonna be so worried about the pass. So they're gonna leave big gatches. They're gonna leave big gatches for whoever is back there, Robinson, Williams, and McCoy. Because they're gonna be afraid. They're gonna be so afraid that they're gonna get beat deep. You know what I'm saying? That they're gonna be so fixated on the run that you have to just because ain't nobody in that defense that can hold you know Hill for that long. You know what I'm saying? Unless you double team him, but then again, that's gonna leave the other weapons that he got open. So The key is just to get to Patrick Mahomes. If you could get to Patrick Mahomes, if you could apply pressure on him, get him on the ground a lot, this game is over. This might be a 20, this might probably be a 31-0 by the halftime, you know? Because I'm not gonna say that he's not. I'm not gonna say Patrick Mahomes is gonna throw interceptions, but he's gonna get sacked a lot, and that's gonna, bring him to third and long, and he's gonna have to convert third and long. You know what I'm saying? And the Chiefs can't afford to fall from behind. They think that they can flip the switch because they've been down so many times. But just like Eric Mangini said, you know, that luck will run out. You know, I think Shanahan learned a valuable lesson from not running the ball a lot. So I think he took that with a grain of salt, and I think that he learned from his mistakes, and he's not gonna let the Super Bowl slip away from him. So, like I said, the 49ers are gonna win. Patrick Mahomes is just too. He's not ready yet. You know, and throughout this whole day, they've just been boosting his ass off so much. They've been just boosting his ass off. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not ready. Maybe after this Super Bowl loss, he'll learn from it, and then when the Chiefs come around again, you know, maybe not next year, but the year after that, then, he might say, okay, I know what to do in these crucial moments and stuff like that because he has no experience. And I saw who was it? I saw Maurice Jones-Drew. It was like a topic. It was Kurt Warner, Deion Sanders, D'Angelo Hall, and Michael Irvin, and they were saying like, oh, experience that have nothing to do with it. And they all, obviously they all, all of them played in the Super Bowl with no experience, and all of them balled. You know, because the reason why they balled because they had no expectations. They had no high expectations. So they just went in this game thinking that, if I ball out, whether I lose or win, they're not gonna look at me in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Irvin said he caught 8 passes for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Bills. You know, um, Deion Sanders said he had one pick that whole entire, you know what I'm saying? Like he had that one pick that whole entire, Super Bowl. And obviously that one pick returned it for a touchdown. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was in the crucial moments of that game. But I just heard that he had a pick. He didn't say what quarter it was, but he just said he had a pick. Obviously, D'Angelo Hall and Maurice Jones-Drew never been to a Super Bowl. So, but I mean, Kurt Warner, same thing. He came in that Super Bowl, with his story. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually played football when he was 28 years old. That's old as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he went to Arena League, he went to Canadian Football League. You know what I'm saying? Like he went undrafted, and obviously he won the Super Bowl with the Rams. But that team was loaded offensively. I mean, you had you had a lot of playmakers on that team offensively. So, but yeah, 49ers are gonna win. Um, I mean, because you can see it when the media hypes up a team so much. You know, like you can tell how they're gonna lose. They might lose ugly, they might lose close, but Patrick Mahomes is not ready yet. And Andy Reid is gonna have to suffer another Super Bowl loss, unfortunately, because I don't see how the 49ers are gonna lose. The only way I can see the 49ers losing is if Patrick Mahomes play like Nick Foles. Now, I'm not saying that he's Nick Foles, but it's hard to, I hate doing that because it's hard to compare, two quarterbacks. One was obviously a backup, and obviously Patrick Mahomes was a backup, but, that was his rookie year, so now he's the starter, just, difference. Like he's not going to be flinging it all over the field. But then again, like I said, if the Chiefs' running game is effective, they're gonna be so fixated on stopping the run that they can completely, collapse and forget about the pass, and then Patrick Mahomes is just gonna start flinging it in the air. You know what I'm saying? And now obviously there's gonna be a whole lot of flags, a whole lot of holding. You can expect that from this game because that's the only way you can slow down this offense, and that's not gonna work. You're just gonna have to use your instincts. Same thing as the Chiefs defense. This Chiefs defense, like the losses that they gave up. I mean, they gave them 19 points. The other one they gave up 24 points. So you can easily score on this Chiefs defense. You know, so I mean, like I said, we'll see Sunday if I'm right. You know. So yeah, if you like this video, hit that like button. Ring that notification bell. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.